All right, guys, listen. I think Zaahen is overestimated. Yeah, I said it. I said it. Yeah, I think he's overestimated. But before I say why, let me get through his abilities, okay? I know everybody already has, but this is my perspective on the champion, which I'm personally very excited for. And I don't usually make videos like this where I just go out of my way to record a new champion because I'm a very boring individual. So, but when Zaheen came out, like got released into the internet, my, my boringness moved aside. I was like, wait, it's kind of interesting. And I'll tell you why. But before we do so, I do want to go over his abilities first, okay? And start with his passive. I think you already know if you're an avid League player, I think you already know what his abilities are. But we'll go real quick. So his passive is called Cultivation of War, and every time Zaheen, is it Zaheen or Zaahen? Zaahen? I don't know how you say his name, but whatever. Attacks and abilities against enemy champions grant him stacks of determination, gaining bonus AD per stack. When filled with the determ, I'm gonna call it from determ from now on. So long word. Zaheen gains AD and can revive. All right, so that sounds amazing. See, many champions in League of Legends have attack speed steroids, like a lot of the auto attackers, which I'm personally not a fan of. I think, in my opinion, I think attack speed is a very boring stat to put on champions, like for example Jax or Aurelia or I can't think of anybody else off my head. Yi, Tryndamere, there's a ton of them. And seeing a champion's passive that gives him like straight up just AD is so fun because I love when I like to hit hard, if you know what I'm saying. Whatever. Before I get to his Q, I did not mention his revive. So I think his revive is okay. What I noticed is that in the other video, here, let's pull it up. Here, skin spotlights coming in clutch. So the cultivation of war. See how much health he's reviving. So we don't know anything about. Look at this, fully stacked. It takes him a while to revive too. So like, people could just gank up on him if he's dead because he usually goes into into a fight. So how long did it take him to gain his passive determination? Let's see. Okay, so it's gaining up quick, but I think you gotta realize the two things. He's level 18 and he's fighting multiple champions at once. Now it says attacks and abilities against enemy champions. Doesn't say if it deals like extra damage. His passive goes up, but we're not really sure until we get more numbers. But his revive, I think, is definitely his strongest piece of his entire kit, in my opinion. Is that you get to go again. So he pretty much had double health bar almost. If it's level 70, I mean, sorry, level 18, he's healing up to like 70%. That's quite a lot. So that's really exciting. But I think that's one part that has to be like, it's gonna be like old Aatrox where it's gonna be removed or heavily nerfed. But the fact that he becomes untargetable here, that's crazy. So it depends how this untargetable part, the enemy team could either gank up on him and kill him again because he has no way of leaving. He blown his abilities, or his own team could like save him, like a Zanya's pretty much. Because can he walk around or no? Okay, no, he can't walk around like new Aatrox. When he got released, his passive allowed him to walk around. That was broken. But the fact that he's stuck in one place, that's in my opinion, that's fine. I've seen more horrible passives like Akshan, which is crazy. Anyway, his Q, Dark Glaive, is an auto attack reset, I think, right? Zaahen slashes twice on the next attack, dealing bonus damage and healing himself. Zaahen, I keep calling him Zaahen. Zaahen can recast his ability to have his next attack deal bonus damage and knock up his target. That's really good. I think that's one of his 2 CC abilities. And I think the fact that he has 2 CCs in his kit, and I'll tell you in a bit why like his kit is not overloaded as everybody on YouTube is saying. Like, I think it's fine because his Q is similar to Camille's or something. Like, it's a auto attack reset, right? He could cast it. His second one knocks him up, but you can see like in this video, Um, yeah, you saw that he auto queued right away, so it's in an auto attack reset, which is amazing. It's not like a attack speed steroid or something like that. Then that's fine. He heals them and knocks people up, so that's a single target CC. Slash weapons and dealing with. Yep. So I think it's a fine ability. I don't think there's anything crazy with it. There's a lot of champions that have powered Qs. Like Fiora's E, for example. I think Fiora's E is even more disgusting than Zaahen's Q, because Fiora's E is literally an auto attack, double auto attack reset with crit. So I think his ability is completely fine. Now we have Darius E, Zaahen's W here, Dreaded Return. This is literally like Darius's E, but so yeah, it's like a backwards Leona spear throw thing that she goes to. So instead of her going to the enemy, he pulls them. So it's a Darius E, but it seems like it's a lot skinnier than Darius E, but has longer range, which is fine. I like that. I like that it has longer range. But I think what you could see is that it pulls in a predetermined length amount. I wonder if you could pull them across the wall. I think so, because in this video, let's see. You can actually see in this video he's gonna pull him behind him. I think. Yeah. You can see that. So it's almost like a pike Q. Yeah, it's like a pike Q, but AoE, and shorter range, which is fine. That's a great mod. That's a great CC right there, because he doesn't have a lot of ways to get onto people. And that's where his E comes in. His E is just a dash with a damage ability. I'm gonna tell you why this Zaahen reminds me a lot of like those like Lost Ark type of esque character, where it's like very artistic, very glow up-y abilities. If you know what I'm saying, it's like you press an ability and it's very visual. I don't know if that makes sense, but like you see how his E is like very bright, like it's a dash, but it looks very unique. I know there's a lot of champions that have a dash with a damage after it, but for him, I think it's just really beautifully well made, simple dash with damage, and is like, it looks gorgeous. Like, look at this. You know, maybe I should have like made it full screen, but whatever. Look at that. He dashes in, deals damage, he turns red. That's awesome. Like, his skin's gonna be amazing. I'll tell you why I'm really excited about this champion in a bit. Like, yeah. So it's just a simple dash with damage, and his ultimate I think is very simple as well. So he just, you know, goes in the air and drops down like a nuke. Similar Pantheon's E. Doesn't make him invulnerable. Zaahen rises and stabs downward, damaging enemies and healing for a portion of damage dealt. So it doesn't make him invulnerable. I think it probably damage reduction, because I think in this video right here, Zaahen the AoE slams in the ground, dealing AoE damage and healing for a portion. So he becomes unstoppable and takes reduced damage. Okay, there we go. Yeah, he just takes reduced damage. That's great, because he literally like kind of stuns himself for half a second or whatever. Yeah, like there's a half a second stun there. So it's not a long range either, I think. So that's literally the champion. I think there's nothing more to him. He looks like he's a bruisery. I'm gonna get in your face and like fight you slowly. No like quick attack speed buffs or anything like that. So, but I just want to say, me personally, this is the first champion I've been excited for a long time, because two reasons. One, he's a glaive user. He's a glaive enjoyer. And my favorite weapon ever, like as a historical nerd, is the glaive. I've played games where like Lies of P. Oh my god. Look at this. Like, look at it. This is the glaive from Lies of P. It was my main weapon, and it was so fun to use. I love the fact that it has like kind of a long range, so I would imagine like his auto attacks are kind of long too, right? Also, like, his auto attacks feel very meaty, and for me, visual is everything. Like, if I could feel it, like if I feel that hits, that is very satisfying. Like, for example, Jax is I don't enjoy Jax at all. But he hits hard, but at the same time his hits feel like you're getting pinched. For me, it's all visual, just like a feel. But anyway, he's the first champ. He's the first champ with a glaive, I think, right? Yeah. Correct me if I'm wrong, but he's the first champion I noticed that has a glaive. I've played other games, as I said. Lies of P has a glaive, and also I don't know if you know, but there's an old MMO called Silk Road Online glaive, and this is for you ancient people who were still around. But back in 2005, 2006, we had glaive using, and that was really fun. Okay, I think I just realized that I've been running the screen on HDR, and that's been ruining the video on your end. But first video I have uploaded in a while that's really out of my ballpark here, but whatever. Like it, you better. Anyway, my next topic that I want to discuss here, which is the main reason why I want to upload this video, is people, especially YouTubers, I think are way overhyping this champion. I think this is a really well made kit by Riot Games. There's nothing outside of his revive passive potentially is going to be switched around or played with, but his entire kit is completely fine. There's nothing that would scream in your face like, yeah, this is broken. Look at Cassante, look at Akshan, that's broken. But the fact that his kit is very fair, I think his kit is extremely fair. He doesn't run you down as hard. He pulls you in, and then he has a small dash with AoE damage and like an ultimate that doesn't have long range either. So he's very short range. You can cut him out easy. Unlike Cassante, again, disgusting champion. Remove him. So yeah, overestimated kid, overestimated and overhyped. It's not overhyped. It is a very hyped champion. Part of the lore with LeBlanc and Xin Zhao and whatever. But very fair kit. Now, why I'm telling you originally that we have a lot of champions that are auto attack based, like attack speed based, and they're kind of boring because I am in Zir main. And this is gonna be a whole other video that's unrelated to Zaahen, whatever his name is. But Azir is by far one of the most boring champions I have one-tricked for a long time. But yeah, what I'm saying is like auto attack based champions need to have some variety in their kit, and I think Zaahen is a very good change where he is auto attack based, but the fact that he's slow attacker with abilities that enhance his attacks is really fine. That's what I'm personally excited for. One other thing is that the fact that Zaahen, yes, he's probably gonna be a top laner, and I'm a mid laner, obviously, but I think I do want to pick him and play him in the mid lane against conditional champions that have low range and low mobility, and champions that he could fight for a long period of time against. So he doesn't have. So one thing that I realized, he doesn't have any damage reduction on his kit, like some form of shield or, but he has a lot of healing in his kit though. Bonus stack damage per stack, and he has the revive if it will fill damage. So he used to go against champions that have that are like longer fights, obviously. So top lane is his primarily role, but I think mid lane is gonna be a conditional pick, and I do want to play him in the mid lane specifically because he is so fun. I'm really excited for. So overall, to bring this whole thing together, I think that Zaahen is a very overestimated. His kit is very overestimated, fairly hyped. He's not broken by chance. He's not overloaded. He's definitely not broken outside of his revive. And again, his revive is stationary, and he was level 18 when we saw in the video how much he healed. I love him that he's the first glaive champion in the game. I'm a humongous fan of glaives, and I think that we need to somehow change this whole auto attack based thing, because he literally is the reason why, like, I'm really excited to play him. That really it. So I might be blabbering on a lot because I don't usually do these videos and I have ADHD, and sometimes I lose my points here. But I hope you enjoyed, and I wanted to make this video like 5 minutes before I recorded, so. Yeah, this could be middleman editing, but my next video is probably going to be on Azir or whatever. All right, bye now.